So it's time to stop doing SEO. However, not entirely. And I'm going to show you exactly the mistakes I made with my business, showing you behind the scenes of things I think you shouldn't do, because when I did them, I didn't make more money. My traffic increased, but my money decreased. And so this is all gonna make sense in a couple of seconds here if you stick with me for like 10 to 15 minutes. If you don't have time, well, I don't know what to tell you, but if you're doing SEO, you should listen to this because it's actual tangible advice from someone actively working on a business while investing in SEO at the same time. And so hopefully by the end of the video, you'll know exactly what I did wrong and what you should not be doing when it comes to SEO. So with that being said, let's break it down. Okay, so if you keep doing SEO like this, you'll end up broke. I want to tell you what this is in specific with actual real life examples of my own business. Okay, I want to show you what we did wrong so you don't do the same thing and how you can do the right thing, which is what we're doing right now. So as you see here, right, this is our domain and this is our traffic, right? We started SEO or started investing in SEO, I guess, last year, right? December last year, so it's been a year now. And as you can see here, that was like a steady growth to around here, right? And this is mostly branded search terms. So our brand name is Journalist AI. So mostly, and still to this day, right, most of your searches will come from branded terms. So most of our traffic comes from branded terms, right? And so it was only natural, like as we grew as a business, more word of mouth, stuff on YouTube, stuff on social media, right? People will search for our brand name on Google, right? So again, most of our traffic would be from branded search. Now, what we want to do, of course, with any SEO strategy is to rank for non-brand search terms, right? Because if someone's searching for your brand term, right, they've seen you somewhere else. And so your goal is for your brand to show up on Google when someone searches for whatever it is that your product does. For example, in our case, we'd like to show up for when someone searches for AI SEO writer, okay? Because if they search for this and they find us on Google, they found us through searching for this and through making, and this tells us that our SEO efforts are going to the right place because they're not looking for us on YouTube, right? And then searching our brand name on Google and finding us that way. They're searching for this on Google and their first touch point is a page or is our actual site that ranks for this. Hopefully this is making sense. So your goal with SEO is always to decouple and to increase the non-branded search terms, traffic coming from them. Hopefully this is making sense. And if you're hiring a marketing agency, an SEO agency, don't let them throw dust in your eyes and tell you, hey, listen, we're ranking and we're getting a ton of rankings for your brand name. Don't do that, right? Don't let them do that. Ask them to get you rankings for non-branded search terms, okay? So that's the very first thing, right? Now you'll notice here that the traffic plateaued from here to essentially here, right? And that's about 8 months worth of plateauing. So from around, let's see here, April to November. So almost 8 months of the traffic plateauing. And we were investing and we were working to get this like up and running, more and more traffic, right? We never stopped, right? My goal was when we were here, to keep growing like this, right? Of course, what happened was, as you can see here, a plateau in search traffic. And again, we were producing content. We were creating landing pages for all our features this year. Like there were actually landing pages being created, optimized for SEO. There are blog posts being posted. But again, our traffic wasn't increasing. That's the very first issue. The second issue is here, right? You see here the traffic is way, way higher, right? This 1.6K is way, way higher than here or even down here. However, the money we're making here is almost the exact same as the money we're making here, coming of course from search, right? We have social media, we have ads, we have a lot of stuff running, right? But the money that directly comes from SEO, so from people searching for whatever it is on our Google, right, or Bing, right? The money coming from those people where their first touch point is any keyword they search for, so AI writer, auto blogging, or any of these terms, like the first touch point, the money these people search for, the money they bring here, they brought us here as in customers for our business, is and was more or less the same from here to here. And so this tells me that, of course, traffic here is and can be more often than not a vanity metric. And here's a trap in which I hope we don't fall, which is just focusing on traffic. Because we're the prime example of more traffic doesn't necessarily mean more money. And let me explain to you why with a short analogy, right? So let's say, for example, I hope by now, surely you guys are tired of hearing this analogy, but I think it's very important. And I'll show you actual tangible, like real life examples with some of the keywords here in just a second here. But let's say, for example, because I do want to apply this to a more broader audience, right? Not all of you are going to have a AI software tool, right? But so let's say I own a business, right? An iPhone repair shop or a phone repair shop. So people come into my business. They first, of course, they come through my website, right? And my website can be ranking for keywords like where to repair an iPhone, or how much does it cost to repair an iPhone. But also it can also be ranking for keywords like how to repair an iPhone. I might have like a blog post on my site with like all these detailed steps on how to repair your iPhone, taking into account what model it is, the issues you're facing, right? All this stuff, right? Or also I can have like pages like these ones right here. For example, we have a feature called convert video into an article, right? We can have feature pages like this on our site on where to repair an iPhone or how much does it cost. Like you put your model there and it tells you, hey, listen, to repair your phone screen, it costs XYZ, right? We can have pages on our site ranking for all these keywords, right? And let's say the search volume for where or how much, right, is like 1K a month. However, the search volume for how is like 10K a month, right? The thing is that someone searching for how, right, the intent behind the search, the buying intent from these people is way, way lower than the buying intent from someone searching for where or how much, right? Someone searching for where to repair an iPhone or how much does it cost to repair an iPhone, they're much more willing and likely to pay someone to do it for them than someone searching for how. Someone searching for how most likely wants to do it themselves. Now, of course, not to say that if they go to your site, right, and they read this whole article, it's a bit confusing, right? Not to say that you cannot capture their email, and of course, if they see it's too complicated, they come into your store and buy your product, right? You can still capture some of these people, right? But the inherent buying intent, from these people searching for where or how much is much higher than someone searching for how, right? And you can apply this to any business. And if you apply it to our business, for example, right here, right? And again, the reason why we're making the same money here than we're doing here with 10x more traffic, or not 10x, but a couple more traffic, is because the content we were producing wasn't or didn't have enough buying intent. Now this is starting to change. Let me show you why. And so some of the blog posts we're producing nowadays, and if I go here to top page real quick, right, there's two things here, right? We do tool pages, and comparison pages, which you should know what they are right now, right? So let me go here. Comparison, by the way, let me just write them all here. So now to combat this, right, to make sure that more traffic equals more money, right? Not just more traffic, because why would you want more traffic? It doesn't bring you more money, right? You need more traffic to bring you more money, but it needs to be quality traffic. It needs to be high buying intent traffic. So the people searching for the keywords which are leading to getting more traffic, the intent behind the keywords they're searching for needs to have high buying intent. And you need to make sure that your site shows up, whether that's a feature page or a blog post page, it shows up and ranks for keywords with high buying intent, okay? And so what we're doing now, something I hope which you do, right, is we're focusing on two things: tool pages and comparison or alternative pages, okay? Now, what is this? So here, as you can see here in the top pages, right, you'll see that some of the top pages now are talking about competitors, right? Talking about, let me just open this up right here, right? For example, this one, Hyper, right, is a competitor of ours, right? And we're ranking for 39 keywords. And essentially what the blog post is we're talking about 13 best alternatives for AI writing. So, 13 best high-priced or competitor alternatives. So we're targeting competitor, right? And we're targeting alternative, right? And this blog post ranks for a bunch of keywords with high buying intent. Let me show you here, right? So someone's searching for Hyperite alternative, right? Websites like Hyperite. Okay, that's it, right? But we know that someone's searching for, right? When someone searches for tool plus alternative, right? They're already very aware. They know what the tool is, what it does, and they're actively looking for an alternative. Maybe a cheaper alternative, maybe a faster alternative, maybe a more, XYZ alternative. And so you can build out these pages targeting pain points of these tools, right? Cheaper alternative to XYZ, more expensive alternative to XYZ, alternative to XYZ with XYZ, or with faster support, with this feature, with X feature. So you can target these pages. And this essentially is a blog post we wrote talking about alternatives to Hyperite, right? And of course, in the blog post, because it's also pointless to get in quality traffic here if you don't have mechanisms to convert said traffic. And as you can see here, we have like a call to action on the left-hand side, here, and we have a call to action as well at the bottom right here, as you can see. So this is something we can talk about later on, but it's UI and UX, so user experience and user interface is very important, because again, not only is traffic a vanity metric, but even so, even if this whole traffic had high buying intent behind it, you got to capture that intent, right? You got to add, of course, your calls to action. There's one here, there's one here, there's one here, right? There's one here. So there's a bunch of calls to action in the site. So getting the traffic in is only step one. Getting traffic in with high buying intent is step two. Capturing the intent through calls to action in links in the articles, right, to other blog posts of yours so they can be following along the journey. Email captures, for example, we could even add like an ebook here. So, hey, use an ebook with or a video with, enter your email to get access to these XYZ tips, right? That in there, this right here on the sidebar, this down there. So it's very, very important, this, but we can talk about that later on. Here's another one up top, another call to action to getting them more introduced to the brand. And so my point is that now we're producing more content around competitors. All this is targeting competitor keywords. So people actively looking for alternatives to tools they know about. And this traffic, right, of course, we're getting more traffic, right, because we're building more of these pages. But this traffic, of course, it is higher, but it is the intent behind it, the buying intent is way, way higher than the traffic from down here. Of course, we're making a little bit more money, but of course, because we are now producing more content, pages that we had built out down here, right, are also ranking. So they also contribute to this increase in traffic. So this increase in traffic isn't just from new pages we made about competitors or tools, which I'll go over in a second here. So just know that in reality, the new traffic from these new pages that actually rank for high buying intent keywords is more or less like maybe around here. Okay, so we are seeing an increase in money made, not as much as from the total traffic. Hopefully it's making sense so far. Now, what are two pages? Well, pretty straightforward, right? We have giants doing it as well. So if you have Canva, you have, for example, vid.io/tools, right? This is a bunch of free tools I have. Add photo to video, add subtitles, add whatever, right? If you go here to Ahrefs and paste this in here, right? This page, right, gets millions in organic search traffic, right? As you see here, this is just for the /tools pages, which includes, excuse me, right? It's 2.6, almost 3 million, right? And this includes all these little tools I have. So let me just wait for this to load real quick. So as you see here, video compressor, video editor, TikTok downloader, AI video, whatever, remove watermark, webcam text, excuse me, add to text. So all these tools get a lot of traffic. And so we're doing that. We're building out these tools as well, as you see here. So for example, an AI text row, right? We have as well, let me see here, automatic SEO keyword research. We have, let's see here, let's see a couple more, free AI paragraph generator. So we have these little tools we're building out, right? YouTube video to blog posts. We have all these little tools we're building out as well to capture this search intent. And so again, my point with this video is to not let you fall in the trap of just getting traffic just because you're going to be spending a lot of time and money into increasing a metric that at the end of the day can be a vanity metric, right? A metric that doesn't mean anything. Because of course, at the end of the day, right, SEO is a marketing strategy. This is a marketing strategy. And the whole goal of this is to get you more money, okay? And note that to get more money with SEO, you need to be ranking for keywords with high buying intent. For example, and I won't show you this, right, but we have competitors of ours that get way, way more traffic than us. But they rank for these mega irrelevant keywords that nobody's searching for them will actually become a customer of them in the long run. Maybe 1.1%. or 0.01%, right? And so we get less traffic, but we're working to make it much more qualified. Whether that's through the tool pages where they can use the free tool, we capture that email, and then we can email them and nurture them with training, maybe offer them a discount, maybe some free credits, right? Or through the comparison pages, because if we rank for pages where people are actively searching for an alternative of a tool they already know what it does, or a tool they're already paying for, right? It's a no-brainer, right? So I urge you to build out these comparison pages, these alternative pages, and optimize them for keywords you think your potential customers would be searching for if they were looking for an alternative to a tool they're using already. Again, with a I guess a modifier, cheaper, expensive, or I don't know what you said for that, or more expensive, with XYZ feature, without XYZ. So I think you get my point, right? Don't do this. Don't do what we did, right? Just focusing on traffic. Focus on the intent behind the traffic. Otherwise, what's going to happen is, again, you're going to have more traffic, right? But more traffic won't necessarily translate into more money, okay? And this looks good if you show this to a marketing manager. Hey, listen, we're increasing the traffic. It's all good. But the money is not. It's just not there, okay? And also do keep an eye for your branded searches, okay? Because if your branded searches is high, mean, not anyone searching for your brand name on Google found you somewhere else, right? You don't just come up with a brand name and search for it on Google. You must have seen it somewhere else, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, right? So you can remove, right, from your SEO traffic, you can remove the branded search, just for this sake, right? For this example's sake. So yeah, that's it. Now, very important, like you can use Journalist AI, this exact software, to build out these comparison pages, right? You can use it to build out these comparison or alternative pages quite easily, or even tool pages if you can embed like HTML tools in there. You can build out these tool pages with Journalist AI. Just go here. By the way, I'll leave a link down below in the description. You get a couple credits for free. If you do want to try it out, just use the code, I think it's secret10 to save 10% off. If it doesn't work, just let me know down in the comments, but it should work, right? And or I guess if you want to even hire a coupon code, just go here to click support and just message the guys saying, hey, I want a coupon code, and the guys will hook you up with a coupon code. But you just go here, right, SEO article, and you I won't go over all this right now, but you just fill in this right here, right? This is the input you give to the AI, right? You can choose the language you want the content in. By the way, quick parenthesis here, you don't just have to do stuff in English. You can do things in Spanish, Portuguese, and these markets are insanely huge. It's insane, right? The amount of traffic non-English speaking markets get is absurd, right? And so if you're thinking about expanding to international markets, right, use this, right? I mean, we've been seeing crazy results, and we have a guy that's making 10K a month using Journalist AI for the Spanish speaking market, because there's just no competition, or not good enough competition, right? And oftentimes these non-English speaking markets are oftentimes underserved in terms of content. So just using this little feature right here can make you a lot of money. I'll leave the case study down below in the description if I remember. If I forget, please let me know in the comments. But I have like a case study detailing how he's making a lot of this money, what the site is, what the niche is. So if I forget, let me know. But I'll try not forget to leave a link down below in the description to the case study. Target country, right? You can choose the creativity levels, tone of voice, right? Point of view. You can add a knowledge base, so you can basically feed, right, the AI's brain, right, with YouTube videos, text documents, audio, so that the AI now has a bunch of context in how your brand speaks, your brand's mannerisms, so it's able to produce brand-tailored, non-AI generic content. So it's super powerful. Formatting, you can choose all this stuff. Structure, you can set up internal linking, external linking, you can set up images, videos, auto-translate as well, and just generate articles like the one I'm going to show you right now. So if I go here, for example, let me just click and show you an article I generated a while back. This is for an auto dealership, right? But all this right here, all this is here is all done with AI, from the featured image, the table of contents, right? Proper content extraction with in-article images, internal links, so links like these internal links link out to maybe other blog posts, maybe for example to the contacts page, maybe for example to the pricing or services page, right? External links, maybe linking out to Wikipedia, maybe linking out to Audi.com, right? So there's a proper internal and external linking structure done. There's also as well in-article videos that are relevant to what the content is about. This is of course an article about Audi, right? And this video right here is about Audis as well. And so you can just take this and post it straight to your site, click post to integration. We call it integration because we connect with basically any single thing you can find here. So if I go here to blog automation, we connect with all of these. You can do Blogger, Glows, Shopify, Squarespace, Webflow, Wix, all these ones right here. But now I just want to show you real quick. If, of course, a lot of people say, hey, but yeah, the output of the AI isn't the best, right? A lot of these writers don't allow me to tweak stuff. Well, this is where the editor comes in. So let's say you produce like a comparison article, but there's like some mistakes there, or there's things you want to change. So just do this, click edit with AI. And this is super powerful, right? Let's say, for example, you think this is lacking like context. You just say, okay, make this longer, right? And the AI will read through the whole article as a whole and make this a bit longer. Let's say, for example, you think it's missing some links. You just go here, add external links, and the AI again will read through the whole article, read through this paragraph, and find the best places to add external links to. And so it just loads for a bit, right? And it gives you a list of links you can add to, as you see here, boom, 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 there you go. Now, of course, you can do all this manually, but why would you? And you can just use AI to do it like in a couple of seconds. You can do as well internal links. You can say, for example, let's say I don't like this image that much, let's say, put it underwater. And the AI will put the same car, same model, taking into account the whole context of the article and the image underwater, right? So let's just wait for a second for this to load. There you go, Audi underwater, right? You can play around with this if you like. Let's say, for example, here you think like the info here is better well suited in a list form. So just do that list form, and you will take the same info and put it in a list form. So it just saves you so much time, like editing this with AI over editing manually, right? You can say, for example, you can even add custom prompts like write this tailored, or I guess more tailored to an Audi buyer. So you can do this. You can do custom prompts to edit the whole text. You can even select the whole text if you want and do that, right? And so this is what I think sets this apart. And again, a very, very good tool when you're doing comparison pages, or tool, or any page, honestly, if you're leveraging AI, which I think you should be leveraging. And of course, I am biased because I do own this tool. But I mean, if you're not leveraging AI, you're just going to get left behind, because I can do the same thing you can, just way faster. I can build links way faster. I can create content way faster. I can iterate way faster. And so we both can do the same thing. I just do it way faster, and often sometimes better than humans. And so that's it. That's the video. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll also leave links for free courses down below in the description, and also again leave a link for Journalist AI. If you want a coupon code, just log in for free and just click here support and ask the guys for a coupon code, and they will hook you up. So yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.